Marahay na aldaw sa Indogabos. As a Bicolana, I have always understood that disasters are part of our collective lives, with our region at the front lines of typhoons each year. I remember those days growing up, my father safe-proofing our windows and roofs while we stocked up on food and tuned into the radio. I remember, as a young wife and mother, I would send off my husband Jesse, who led the city's disaster operations as mayor, always the first one out on the streets and the last one to come home. Typhoons were simply part of our way of life. We took pride in being resilient, in the sense of community after every storm. When I became a public servant, things were already different. Disasters were no longer natural. The climate crisis has broken traditional preparations because typhoons and heavy rains no longer had a designated quarter or season. We have witnessed disasters grow stronger and more terrifying, leaving more and more damage in its wake. And people are growing tired of being hailed for their resilience. As Vice President, my office stood at the forefront of relief and rehabilitation work, aiding communities through the swift delivery of assistance for those who are most in need. Here, we witnessed many heartbreaks. In the midst of ruined towns and cities, in the threat that the climate imposed on the livelihood of our farmers and fisherfolk, and the helplessness of families whose homes were damaged or completely swept away. This reality felt closest to home for me in 2024, when Super Typhoon Christine barreled across the region and brought the worst flooding that NAGA has seen in decades. We lost 16 people at the height of the typhoon, while many others found themselves pleading for rescue. 70% of the city was affected with widespread destruction to property and infrastructure, much of which are still evident to this day. We stand to lose so much more if we don't prepare better for disasters. Our collective experiences prove that our support for communities must be designed towards sustainability and deeper impact, one that goes beyond relief support. This is why here in NAGA, we are working towards a cleaner, greener, and flood-resilient city. As part of our 2028 finish lines, we strive to empower our communities to withstand flooding and other effects of worsening climate conditions, while strengthening our collective resolve to take better care of the environment. This is in line with our ultimate goal to make NAGA more sustainable and livable. We have been working with the country's leading experts in urban planning, disaster management, and resilience to create a comprehensive development plan for our city, one that reimagines the functions of our existing structures so that they can fit the needs of the present. The interventions we came up with include the construction of detention and retention ponds, especially in our upland barangays, plans which have already been submitted to the DepDev and to RDC. We have also requested support from the national government to build water cisterns in strategic locations in the city. We are also seeking assistance to retrofit some of our public buildings so we would have enough suitable evacuation centers. We strive to create more open spaces with the hopes of growing a network of thriving trees in gardens across our city. At the heart of this goal is the construction of the Naga River Esplanade, similar to the long, beautiful stretch of linear park in Iloilo City, which creates more open spaces while protecting the river and the environment as a whole. Emerging from our experience from Super Typhoon Christine, we have been working with our local universities and professional chapters to build a database for flood management purposes. This collaboration is also crucial in the work of drafting a new local building code for NAGA to ensure a safer, healthier, and disaster-resilient built environment for the city. Under an executive order, we have already created a technical working group for this endeavor. They are expected to present the draft code by next month. Our vision is to provide stricter standards for all structures in the city: cisterns or large reservoirs for large buildings, rainwater harvesters for homes, and sufficient unpaved portions of land for natural ground absorption. We're also enforcing the stricter implementation of our comprehensive land use plan, primarily to restore the natural flow of our waters. We have already cleared 1.6 kilometers of our Sagup Creek and found over 100 obstructions blocking the waterway just in that one creek alone. In response, we have issued citation tickets and notices for such structures, even from major establishments. We'll continue to audit all our waterways, if only to ensure the free flow of water and help lessen flooding. Aside from this, we'll also strive to make our waste management system more efficient. We seek to invest in better equipment, including more garbage and compactor trucks for more efficient solid waste collection, amphibious excavators and declogging machines to clean our waterways and drainages. We are likewise actively exploring different options for a more efficient waste management of the city. Just yesterday, we entered into a memorandum of agreement with the Environmental Management Bureau so that we could come up with more robust programs for cleaner air and cleaner water for our people. I am deeply honored to receive this Lifetime Climate Achievement Award, but as I stand here today, I am reminded that this recognition is not mine alone to claim. Every award, every milestone in this work belongs to the communities who refuse to give up in the face of disasters, to the volunteers who show up again and again when their neighbors need help, to the local officials who choose long-term sustainability over short-term convenience, to the ordinary Filipinos who, despite losing much, find the strength to rebuild, not just their homes, but their hopes. The reality we face is clear. Climate change is no longer a distant threat. It is here, reshaping our communities, testing our resilience, and demanding that we act with urgency and conviction. No single city, no single region can withstand what is coming if we work in isolation. This is a call for all of us to work together, to share knowledge, pool resources, and build a collective defense against the worsening impacts of climate change. We must reimagine our cities and communities, not just to survive disasters, but to thrive in spite of them. Our work is far from over. Together, let us build a nation that is more prepared to emerge stronger from every storm. Diyos mabalos, mabuhay ka mo gabos.